So a few things you want to do in the summer to change up your makeup. Number one, definitely wear SPF. You need your sunscreen, you want to protect your skin, you want to make sure you don't get fine lines, wrinkles, any hyperpigmentation. I get freckles everywhere, as you can see. So I always recommend at least using a moisturizer with SPF. This one is my go-to because my skin is actually really sensitive with a lot of sunscreens, but this one is amazing for me. It's actually the Murad Anti-Aging Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 PA+++. So if you don't know what this PA+++ system means, it basically is protecting you from the aging rays and the burning rays. So not just the burning rays. If it doesn't have the PA++ system, then it's just protecting you from getting burnt and not protecting you from your UVA rays, which actually age your skin and cause wrinkles. So definitely get one that has been tagged with the PA+ system. The more pluses, the better. So this one is great because it's anti-aging, but it's also for blemish-prone skin. So sometimes I break out with sunscreens. So this is my personal favorite. I use it every day. So it's got my SPF 30, and then I add even more SPF in the summertime. So I'm just going to apply this all over. And it's important to moisturize. You can do, if your moisturizer doesn't have SPF, you can definitely do a separate SPF. There's some great brands out there that make some products that are awesome for your skin. You can even get drugstore ones like Neutrogena or anything like that. I personally use higher end sunscreen just because, again, my skin is a little bit more sensitive to sunscreens. So another product that I have been loving lately and is really great for summertime, this is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. SPF 50, and it says UVA, UVB. So there's your aging and burning rays again, that it's protecting against. So I like a little bit of coverage. Not gonna lie, I like a lot of coverage. Okay, I like a lot of coverage, guys. So this is a CC cream, which is really light, but it offers a lot of coverage. So I find one pump does my whole face. So I'm just gonna take it one full pump, because again, I like the coverage. It's got my SPF 50. It's lightweight. I'm gonna apply it with my fingers. So I'm rubbing it between my fingers just like this. Now watch. Holy moly, check out that coverage. So I just rub it in. It softens my freckles, which I really like. Gives me a little bit of color. A little bit of glow. You wanna make sure you get all areas of your face. Put a little bit on my eyelids. Go right underneath. And then I always blend down my neck because I want the color to be consistent. You do not want a line of demarcation on your neck and then up towards your ears. Look how fast and easy that was. And now I know I've got my SPF 30 moisturizer. I have an SPF 50 CC cream, super lightweight. It doesn't really feel like much on your skin, and it's like kind of dewy, kind of hydrating. I'm loving it. Now my face is all one color, and a lot of times, if you've watched my other videos, you know I like to use multiple colors in my foundations, typically, but with the CC cream, it basically comes in light, medium, medium tan, and dark. I think this one was medium, so I'm only using one color, so I need to bring dimension back to my face. But because it's summer, I don't want to do anything too heavy. This is super old and it's probably expired, but I love it. I got it at Namie's. I think they still make it. This one's by Million Dollar Tan, and it's called Shade Upgrade Medium Foundation Booster. So basically it is a bronzing liquid, very sheer, super lightweight. I usually apply it with a brush. I don't know why I just put it on my hands right now, so we're gonna do it with our hands. But what I love about this is it just gives a little bit of color and glow without adding any coverage. So now you see my forehead looks tan and glowy. So I'm gonna do a little bit along my cheeks. Again, I usually apply this with a brush. I'm not sure why I just pumped it out on my hand, but we're gonna go with it. So a little bit on the cheeks, maybe some on my nose, and my chin. This will just give, again, a little bit of color without any coverage, and it just looks really pretty and glowy in the summertime. Okay, so I have my bronzy glow on. So I've got my moisturizer with SPF. We did our CC cream, again with SPF, very important in the summertime. A little bronzy glow to keep it nice and light. Now I'm going to use, this is by Milk Makeup. It is a cheek and lip color. A lot of times for summer, I like that fresh, not so heavy, powdery, dry kind of matte look. I like it to be glowy and fresh and pretty. So this is basically like a little stick with a little bit of color. You can apply it directly, or you can do just on your finger and then tap it into your cheeks. So again, this is cheek and lip color, so do it on your lips too. Give a little light color there. But this is just going to give such a pretty color, again, without adding a lot. You're staying nice and fresh looking for summer. And I like how little it is because I travel a lot, so you can throw this in your purse. It's nice to touch up your blush throughout the day if it wears down. You can also throw a little bit like on your orbital bone just to give a little bit of color there. Look how pretty that is. Super soft, simple, a little bit of cheek color, not too much. And there you have cheeks. So now that I have most of my complexion on, it is really dewy. I don't love a ton of powder, so you can keep it just like this. Or if you want to, you can add a tiny bit of a powder foundation. You can use like a really soft highlighting powder to set. This is by Hourglass, Ambient Light, which that's what I'm going to do. So just a little bit is all you need to set your makeup. So I'm just gonna kind of dust it really lightly. And this one is not like a super, super strong shimmer, so that way it just kind of gives a nice glow. If you don't want too much glow, again, you can use a translucent powder or like a powder foundation. This one's by Laura Mercier, another one of my faves. So you can take a little bit of this and set with that. If you want a little more contouring for the summertime, I also love this Milk Makeup bronzing stick. This one's their matte bronzer. You can draw this directly on your face, which is very cool. So you can take the matte bronzer and draw where you want to chisel out. Take a brush and just slightly blend. And then you give a little bit more dimension to your summertime makeup look. You can also take it like this and just add it to kind of the perimeter of your face. You can add a little to your nose if you want, just to give a little bronzy look. And that is a cream bronzer. So moving on to eyes. I like to keep my eyes pretty basic in the summertime. Always use waterproof products because if you're getting wet or you're sweaty or you go in the pool or anything like that, it's important to make sure that it's not all over your face. So I really love the Sephora waterproof pencils. They are some of my favorites. I do have other pencils that I use a lot, but these ones are great. They're very inexpensive and they're just super easy. So my summertime eye is pretty much just eyeliner for the most part, with sometimes like a little bit of an eyeshadow stick. So I'm gonna take the black, and I'm using black and brown. This brown has a little bit of shimmer. So I'm gonna take the black first, and I'm gonna go into my waterline. Put the brown down. All right, right into my waterline. So even just noticing this, I see how that black liner just makes my eyes pop. I have not super small eyes, but they definitely need some definition. So I love black in my waterline for that. I feel that it works well with my brown eyes since I have dark eyes. And right now I have dark hair, so not for long, but right now it's dark. All right, so I just put that in my waterline. I'm also gonna take the black and kind of go in the roots of my lashes on the top. You can do a strict line as well, but I'm just going to kind of make my eyelashes look a little bit thicker by doing this. I'm gonna pull it out just a little bit. So I'm basically going right at the base of the lashes. And I'm going it from the underneath because I'm kind of coloring that root area. I will take brown and go along the top, so you'll see that in a second, but this will really just make my lash line look a little bit fuller. Okay, so step one with my black eyeliner. It is not perfect, it doesn't need to be perfect. Now I'm gonna take my shimmery brown, and this is where I create dimension. So I personally love to mix a black and a brown liner. I find that it just creates a really beautiful diffusion of color, and it looks the most natural because you're not blending black into nothing, essentially. So taking that brown, I'm gonna go right underneath my lash line. I like a thicker bottom liner. Some people this does not work on, so definitely do what's best for your eye shape. So I'm gonna do a little bit more on the outside. I'm gonna bring it from the inside and just go all the way under. This is where you can take a little brush and kind of smudge it, if I have one. Now we can use this one. So this is not shadow, this is just the liner, but I'm kind of creating a little bit of dimension in the corners with the liner. And then I'm gonna take that brown liner and just go along the top. And smudge that out. And again, because it's waterproof, it's gonna stay really, really well. So same thing on the other side. So this is no eyeshadow, just a little bit of liner. I'm gonna move on to mascara. And again, in the summertime, I love a waterproof mascara. So using something waterproof will help them to stay if you sweat or if you get wet or if you're, any activities outside, it's just gonna stay better throughout the summers. So pick your favorite waterproof mascara. There's so many great ones out there. A lot of times if you have a favorite mascara, they usually make that same mascara in a waterproof version. So my personal favorites, I love Lancome Hypnose Drama. I love the Lancome Monsieur Big is really great. There's even some inexpensive ones. I usually love a lot of L'Oreal mascaras. So find what works best for your lashes and use a waterproof one for the summer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I went ahead and did waterproof mascara off camera. You guys know how to put on mascara, and if you don't, I have a video coming out very soon that you can watch. But I went ahead and did waterproof mascara on my lashes, which is what I recommend for the summertime so that you don't have mascara dripping down your face with sweat or the pool or wherever you're going. And I am going to finish off my eyes. Instead of doing an eyeshadow, this one is by Galactic. It's a metallic shadow stick. So it's a waterproof eyeshadow stick, and I already put a little bit on, but I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the outsides just to kind of give a little bit of dimension, a little color. This one's kind of like a bronzy, coppery color. It is called Cashmere. It's one of my favorites. I literally use this all the time. But this is, because it's waterproof, it's going to stay, and it's a stick, so it's not super powdery or anything. And then if you want to, you can take a brush and just kind of blend the edges to create like a nice diffused look. You can also do it underneath, but I already have my eyeliner underneath, so I think I'm good there. We're gonna finish off with a lip. This one is by Buxom. It is their, the color's called Stealth, and it's just like a nice kind of peachy color. It is a kind of like a lipstick crayon. I love these because they stay all day, give a little bit of color. I personally don't like gloss in the summer, even though you think gloss, summertime, sheer. Summertime also has wind, and gloss on your hair and your lips do not go. So in the summertime, I actually like something more creamy like this, really lightweight. You can also do like a tinted lip balm or something like that just to give a little bit of color. But that's kind of how I finish off my look. And then last but not least, doing a setting spray just to make everything stay really well. You can do, this one is by Lancome Fix It, Forget It. It's a 24-hour makeup spray, so You can do a hydrating spray or you can do a setting spray. Go ahead and close your eyes. So this will set your makeup and make it last throughout the day so that your summertime makeup does not melt off. So just to recap, for your summertime makeup, always start with SPF. We did the SPF 30 moisturizer. I also did an SPF 50 CC cream. So this is a really great lightweight foundation for the summertime, not only because it has SPF, but because it stays all day, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, and it gives great coverage. So we started off with that. I went in with the $1 Million Tan Shade Upgrade to give a little bit of a bronzy glow. This is really lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. I did also contour a little bit with the Milk Bronzing Stick. My cheeks are the Milk Makeup cheek and lip tint, and basically I applied it with my fingers just on my cheeks to give a little bit of color. You can also do a little bit on your lips as well. But on our lips, we did do the Buxom lip crayon. For the eyes, I used waterproof pencils. These ones are by Sephora, so a black and a brown. Remember, we lined the lash lines to make the lashes look fuller, and I did the brown underneath and on top to kind of make my eyes pop. I finished with a waterproof mascara as well as the Galactic Metallic Shadow Stick just to give a little bit of color on the lid. And to set, we did the Hourglass Ambient Light. This is the trio. I custom made this trio at their store, but you can purchase these as well. So just to give a little bit of a glow, and then you can use either a translucent powder or a powder foundation just to set if you don't want to be too glowy. And then last but not least, we finished off with a setting spray just to make sure everything stays. And there you have it. This is your summertime look. Really lightweight on the skin. It has your sunscreen, it has your bronzy glow, and these are some great products to try for your summertime makeup look. Thanks again for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below what you want to see next. All of the products used in my video are also linked below. And if you want to see more, follow me anywhere at Joe Powell Glam. Thanks again.